Facebook, on YouTube, all over the place, and we have people logging into the Zoom room right now. So welcome online, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the official opportunity overview for Neumi, and if you do have people logging in, now's the time to quickly check if they're online. And what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to play a quick 30-second timer, and that'll give you a chance to round them all up before we get started. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, if you've just joined us, we are here live in the Zoom room. But if you don't speak fluent English, please note that we have closed captions available at the bottom of the screen live in Zoom. If you're watching us on Facebook right now, we don't have the closed captions there, but feel free to hop into Neumi TV if you can't understand us clearly. We also live streaming into YouTube, which will have closed captions in all languages played back in about 24 hours after the live event. With that in mind, today's presenter, you are very blessed to be hearing from Prue Hours. Prue is actually one of the pioneers that kicked off Neumi in New Zealand way back when the company started. So I'm going to hand the presentation to you. Off you go, Prue.
Hey, thanks, Michael. Hey, it's my pleasure to be here to present to you today, all the way from down under in New Zealand. So with that being said, let's get the presentation underway. So who is Neumi? We are the trailblazers and the innovators. We are dedicated to revolutionising health and wellness through our cutting-edge technology, hydrostat molecular encapsulation delivery system. So we're going to be hearing quite a lot today about this word hydrostat and why it is disrupting the industry worldwide. So one of the major issues out there with other products on the market is poor absorption rates. And studies show that up to 90% of oral supplements are not fully absorbed by the body. And so this means that only a fraction of the nutrients actually reach the cells where they are needed. So our solution is technology called hydrostat. And we are transforming health with breakthrough science through our proprietary production process, hydrostat, and it sets us apart in delivering high-quality products that embody our commitment to excellence. And hydrostat works in 3 different ways. The first is cell size, and Neumi's molecular ingredients are between 10 and 100 millimicrons or nanometers. And so they're small enough to be fully absorbed by the human cells, where if you compare that to the molecules in other supplements, they are generally too large to be absorbed by the cell. So many get excreted from the body without being used effectively. And not only is that a waste, it's also incredibly expensive. And you can see on the bottom the comparison between our molecule size to the human cell and also the size of other people's and other products around the world. And the next area is surface area, because our cells only absorb the section of a molecule that they can touch. Hydrostat technology increases the surface area so that cells can use the entire molecule. And hydrostat treated ingredients increase their surface area to be up to 200 times greater than non-treated ingredients. And this is just the icing on the top of the cake. This is our delivery system. And what we do at Neumi is we wrap our ingredients in ultra-pure water clusters for protection and also instant absorption, because we know the body just loves water, so that the supplements are absorbed before they even make it to the stomach. It's incredibly clever. And water also doesn't include the potential toxicity that lipids do, so you never need to take a break from taking Neumi supplements. So just to recap, these are the 3 areas where hydrostat stands out from anything else on the market. It's the cell size, the surface area of the molecules, and also our incredible delivery system. So now that we know that we can actually get products into the cells, let's talk about the power of glutathione. So glutathione, it's your body's master antioxidant. It's also the protector and detoxifier of the cell. It's the key to life, health, performance, protection, and longevity of every human cell. And glutathione is also incredibly clever, so as it recycles itself to increase the effectiveness of other antioxidants like vitamin C and vitamin D. It's also one of the most studied molecules in the world, with over 188,000 studies on PubMed. And if you compare that to, say, vitamin C that everyone knows about, vitamin C has about 78,000 studies on PubMed. So what do doctors actually have to say about glutathione? Dr. Mehmet Oz, a well-known doctor in the US, says it's the most powerful antioxidant that you've never heard of. It's one of the keys to fighting off the diseases you fear the most. It's called glutathione. Now write it down because it's critically important. And Dr. David Katz, the director of Yale University's Prevention and Research Centre, says if you're chronically run down, if you're chronically fatigued, if your body just isn't firing on all cylinders, low glutathione may be part of it, both cause and effect. So what happens to glutathione in your body as you age? Well, unfortunately, your levels of glutathione decrease the longer you're alive. And we all want to be on this side of the earth, so we need to do something about it. And as you can see on the graph on the right-hand side, our glutathione levels are good until around the age of 20. And then we can lose approximately 12 to 15% every decade. And of course, the oxidative stress on our body never decreases. And we have continuous attacks from the invasion of toxins, heavy metals, also exposure to radiation and free radicals. They all cause damage and help us to age faster, which of course we don't want. Glutathione levels are also reduced by extra trauma to the cells that they encounter, such as injuries, infections, or diseases. So what are the benefits of higher glutathione? They are associated with an extensive number of health, performance, and anti-aging benefits. So we have signs of low glutathione, and then we have signs of high glutathione. High glutathione give you things like boosted immune function, sustained mental and physical energy, optimal athletic performance, balanced inflammation, delayed aging and disease, healthy radiant skin, decreased graying or balding, balanced digestion, reduced allergic reactions, and weight management. So now let's look at our hydrostat product breakdown. But just before we do that, we'll just read a quick FDA disclaimer saying these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. So one of the major problems out there that hydrostat actually looks at dealing with is that glutathione decreases with age and your environment, and up until now it's left no practical way to get it into the cells. And that's where hydrostat comes in with our amazing foundation product called Neumi. And using our hydrostat technology, Neumi has nano-sized glutathione else become bioavailable within seconds. Just orally swish for 30 seconds or longer and then swallow. So a bit like a mouthwash, except it tastes better. And experience these benefits with NutraSwish. Immune boost, joint support, clean and sustained energy, and rapid recovery. So another issue out there is the skincare, and so many skincares do not get past the first layer of the skin, and so they result in a need for so many products. Plus, they can also be incredibly expensive, ineffective, and a lot of them actually contain harmful ingredients. So here is our solution, and it is Neumi Skin, and this is such a wonderful product and so easy to use. Again, using our hydrostack technology, we have nano-sized glutathione, hyaluronic acid, curcumin, collagen, and more, so that you can nourish your skin at its deepest levels. And what Neumi Skin does, it helps reduce pore size and smooth skin texture. It lifts and firms and brightens an even skin tone, and reduces fine lines and wrinkles and fights skin aging pollutants. And we're going to see some amazing before and after photos just in a wee bit. Another problem out there is a lot of people in the afternoon, they resort to cans of high energy drinks, and a lot of those have harmful stimulants in them. So what we have done at Neumi is bring in our Neuro product. And this is available in select markets. And again, we use our hydrostack technology, and we maximize the absorption and effectiveness of the following ingredients: arginine, magnesium gluconate, L-theanine, caffeine, and other nutrients to give the following benefits: enhanced memory, improved mood, increased focus, rapid energy, and heightened cognitive performance. And Neuro is also fully endorsed by the American Brain Council because of the results that they have seen when using the product, which is fantastic. So another problem out there is that so many environmental disruptors are having increasingly negative effects on women's health and hormones. So our solution to that is a woman's only product called Hers, and again, available only in select markets. But it deals with the inconvenience of cycles and hormone changes, and you can experience rapid results through our hydrostack technology. Every ingredient in the botanical formula was carefully selected to create a well-rounded blend of benefits. With Hers, every woman can flourish, and it helps alleviate bloating, cramps, and PMS, supports healthy hormone function, helps with hot flashes and night sweats, and enhances mood and overall well-being. And as the saying goes, happy wife, happy life. So the next problem out there is a lot of people have problems with their hair. And healthy hair and scalp can sometimes be elusive due to a number of issues like dryness, dandruff, and thinning. But they can also be caused by environmental factors or hormonal changes or using the wrong products. So our solution to that is a brand new product launched in the middle of last year called Neumi Hair, and it has been so popular, it's just flying off the shelves. So Neumi Hair is a revolutionary new formula for full and lush leave-in hair therapy. Super easy to use, and the technology delivers powerful ingredients to maximize absorption. And this innovation ensures that every application penetrates profoundly, revitalizing the scalp and promoting healthier, more vibrant hair. And here's what Neumi Hair does. It helps with hair strengthening, scalp health, moisture and smoothness, heat protection, and increased hair density. So let's look at a feedback from some of our products. This is Lachlan in Melbourne, Australia, and he's a 24-year-old powerlifting athlete. He's also a personal trainer and a gym manager. And Lachlan said by week 3, his training recovery has been amazing, and he comes into each session fresh with no soreness from previous weekly sessions. He's already hitting personal best months out from his next competition. Around week 4, he says, using Swish around my training as well as post-training session, even more personal best on my lifts, including hitting 270 kilos for 2 reps deadlift for the first time ever. And here we have Danae from Louisiana in the US, and she's a 34-year-old homeschooling mum of 3, so she needs a medal just for that. And she says as soon as she started using Swish on day 1, she immediately found she had more energy. And also prior to using the Hers product, every month she would have mood swings, bloating, and breast tenderness. She says, however, since I've been using it, I found that I don't have PMS symptoms at all. And here we have Greg from Christchurch, New Zealand. He's 58-year-old, self-employed in pool construction. And he used to be into competitive mountain bike racing. And he said in his 20s, after doing half-day events, he would have nothing left in the tank. And now at 58 and with Swish, he says he's able to go out and do multiple days of riding with energy to spare. He says, plus I find I have good mental clarity, hardly any muscle soreness, and way faster recovery. And this is Jeannie from Hawaii, and I love her testimony. She's a 55-year-old natural health and skincare specialist, and she says, wow, neuro is a noticeable cognitive focus, clarity, memory, and energy boosting, get a ton of stuff done Swish that I'll never go a day without. And she says, anyone that knows me knows I have a severe attention span and memory deficit. So this is over and above the incredible benefits from Swish, which also helped with those things. And this is Keith from Louisiana. He's 61-year-old self-employed networker. And Keith had been suffering for almost a year with severe discomfort in his neck and shoulder from an injury. But just 48 hours after beginning Swish, he said he awoke realizing he'd slept all night long, and that was the first time in almost a year. I was eventually completely without discomfort and able to return to my body weight exercise routine. And today I'm stronger than I've ever been. So now let's look at a few Neumi Skin before and after photos. And this is Elaine from South Australia, and you can see the difference between before and after. She just looks incredibly different. She swears she didn't lose weight though, and this was during a 30-day period. However, look at the impact in reducing the puffiness in her face. It's just taken years off her. Also, the reduced appearance of redness, fine lines, and pore size. And this is Linda in Indonesia, and she said before using Neumi Skin, her skin was dull and rough, but after just 17 days, we can see her skin became bright, soft, and clear. She also said that she's feeling stronger and more enthusiastic because she slept much deeper after using the Swish as well. And this beautiful lady is from Nigeria, and she's in her 80s, and she sprayed her face with Neumi Skin 3 to 4 times a day for 4 weeks, and her results are just astonishing. Now, this is Donna from Texas, and look at the difference in her neck. It's incredible, and that's the hardest area to actually improve. And here we have Sherry. And Sherry was one of the lucky ones to be first to try this, our Neumi Skin. And this is her before and after 6 years. It's incredible because she looks like she hasn't aged at all. In fact, she's incredibly aged backwards by, I don't know, she looks like about 20 years. It's amazing. And now a couple of photos for our new hair product. This is Rick in Utah. He says, I'm so happy to have been invited to participate in the trial group for this new product. Given the amazing results, I will continue using it. And that is after just 1 month. And this is Jamie from Louisiana, and she has been lucky enough to be using it for 5 months. And she says, I'm finally able to wear my hair shoulder length or put it up in a ponytail. As a result, my self-esteem and confidence are through the roof. And here's Sherry again, and she says, after years of amazing results with Neumi Skin, I had high expectations for the hair product, and wow, it exceeded them. As the photo shows, I feel elegant, confident, and my hair speaks for itself. Healthy hair makes a statement. Now, if you'd like to see some more testimonies, please go to our official Facebook page called Neumi New You. You'll just be asked a couple of simple questions, and then you'll be able to look at all the testimonies, plus watch videos, etc. There's so much information there. So what is our vision with Neumi? Our vision comes from Stephen K. Scott, and he is our founder, and he is the most amazing man. He has spent his whole life searching for breakthrough products and purchasing the rights to those products and marketing them on TV. Over the years, Steve has generated over $4 billion in revenue. That's billion with a B. Now, if you know of the Total Gym with Chuck Norris and Christy Brinkley, that was one of his that he brought to TV. And Steve was ready to retire and concentrate on his writing until he found what he called the biggest breakthrough of his entire life, which is why he launched Neumi to share this technology with the world. And our amazing CEO and president is Aaron Rennett. And Aaron says, my aim is to ensure that Neumi is the most field-driven and responsive company within the industry. Then we have an amazing science and medical advisory board. We have so many scientists and doctors on there. It is incredible. And they all serve for free because of the results that they have seen with their clients. No other company can claim that they do this. It's incredible. So if you would like to see their full biographies, please go to neumi.com and you can read them all there. So now we get on to execution and how do we bring this whole thing together? Now, we could have stayed with Steve's expertise in infomercials, but thankfully, Steve decided to go into the home-based business, and we're so thankful that he did. Especially over COVID times when the world was shut down, home-based business increased so much. There were over $186 billion in sales, and that was back in 2021, and over 128 million people involved and growing fast. But here in Neumi, we are growing faster than the majority of the companies in this industry. And in just over 4 years, we are now open in over 74 countries. We have well over 200,000 members worldwide. We have unparalleled compensation plan, also revolutionary business tools, a field-driven philosophy, and free membership with perks. So let's look at the opportunity and see how you can leverage the power of Hydrostat. It may be that you just want to get a return on your investment and to cover the costs of your products, so you don't have to pay for them. We can help you do that. You might want to build up a residual income, either to replace your existing income or to have it as a secondary line, or you may want to build a legacy asset that you can pass down to your children and grandchildren. And we can help you with any one of those, whatever you wish. So let's look at how we do that. But just before, I'll read an income disclosure statement. Refer to Neumi's compensation plan for complete details. Earnings are based on individual effort, commitment, sales skills, and market conditions, with results varying among members. Neumi does not guarantee any specific income or success. So let's just take a quick look at our compensation plan. We have both weekly and monthly compensations, and the first is our weekly compensation, and you can receive up to 43% total payout on customers and new enrollers. So to start with, you earn 25% on all initial orders from new enrollments and customers. And then this is where the power of the business comes in. People that you bring into the business, who do they know that you don't know? And you can then receive up to 3% from up to 6 levels in your downline, ensuring continuous earnings from your network. Now, our first monthly compensation is called the Power of 3 bonus. And there's you up the top in the darker blue, and you introduce 3 people to the business. And when those 3 people all have an order in of 2 products per month, you earn an additional $50 every month that those orders stay in place. Then it's just really simple. You help those 3 people to do the same with their people that they've introduced, and you earn an additional $250 a month. And while you're helping your people earn their $50 a month, and then you just duplicate it and help the next lot of people do exactly the same, and you can earn $1,500 a month every month US. Our next monthly compensation is called the leadership pool, and this is where 6% of the global volume around the world is put into a pool, and it's shared with people from the rank of 2-star and above. So when you get to 2-star, you get 1% of the global volume, and again at 3-star, diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, all the way up to crown, an additional 1%, making a total of 6% that you can earn in the leadership pool. And our uni level bonus is our long-term growth. And this is where new members earn 7% down 3 levels immediately. As you grow your business and get to be a senior member, you earn down 4 levels. When you get to 1-star, you earn down 5 levels. 2-star down 6 levels, and then when you get to the higher ranks of 3-star and above, you earn all the way down to level 7. And in the middle of last year, because we are growing so fast, Neumi introduced some new ranks, and so we introduced double crown, triple crown, and right through to president. And this was because we were growing, like I said, so fast, but we were also attracting incredible big leaders from around the world. So it's incredibly exciting to see that. Our next compensation is another monthly compensation, and it's called the Infinity Bonus. And this is where you get extended earnings from level 8 and beyond. And you can earn additional percentages from diamond and above. So at diamond, you earn 0.5%, and that's capped at $2,500. Double diamond, 1% and capped at $5,000. Triple diamond is 1.5% and capped at $10,000 per month, all the way down to president, which is 3% and capped at $100,000 a month. So what support and next steps do we have? We have incredible systems and technology to support you in growing your business with Neumi, if that's what you would like. We have resources like training videos, business planning tools, and access to marketing assets. We have an amazing system in Neumi called 123 that we can run through with you, and it shows you how to duplicate around the world. We also have great technology with our free Neumi app, and we also have company Facebook groups. And we also have weekly calls, not only like this, but we also do training calls weekly, and where you can log in and really feel part of the Neumi community. So where are you at? 1, you're ready to get started. You really like what you've just seen here today. 2, you would love to try the product, so please reach out to the person who invited you to this presentation. Or 3, you need more information, and we can help you do whatever information or whatever it is that you need. Please just go back to the person who referred you to this presentation today, and they can get you what it is you need. So thank you so much for joining us here today. It's been my pleasure to present for you, and all the way from New Zealand, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.